Let me use a paraphrase from Dr. Maya Angelou that I think is appropriate in this context. She said, "Our history, despite its wrenching pain, cannot be unlived, but if faced with courage, it need not be lived again." So part of what we need to do in the present is make sure that we don't sink to the depths that we once sank to way back in 1921. In order to get to that position, we have to know what happened, we have to seek to understand it, we have to dialogue about it and around it, and we have to engage constructively with people who don't necessarily look like us or aren't necessarily of the same gender as us, to make it more broad, or of the same sexual orientation. It really is about engaging everyone in the community with dignity and with respect and with the realization that shared humanity and that unity of interest is what ultimately will unite us. Interesting. How do we go from us and them to we? I think there has to be some self-interest involved for us to go from us versus them to we. We have to realize that it's in our own self-interest to respect and to validate the interests and concerns of others. In other words, again, our fates are inextricably intertwined. And given that, it just makes sense that we focus on the bigger picture rather than focusing solely on parochial interests. Being open-minded has to do with understanding that we're all susceptible to relying on stereotypes. We're all susceptible to making flash judgments about other people. That's natural. The key is understanding and learning so that, when you get the urge to take that shortcut, to rely on stereotypes and flash judgments, that you commit to digging deeper. You commit to looking at each individual on his or her own merit. Open-mindedness also has to do with the willingness to entertain opinions that aren't necessarily your own, and to entertain them in a way that is respectful of the person who holds those other opinions.